Welcome to Eric Unfiltered. I am your host, Eric, a Gen Xer from Connecticut, where I get into local and national news, politics, and culture. No topic is off limits, no feelings are spared. No mainstream sugar-coated BS here. Thank you for tuning in. Now let's get on with the show. How is everybody out there doing today? Have you dug out yet? Anybody out there have a sore back, sore shoulders? I do. The back, not so much. My shoulder is killing me. Yes, because I have some stories coming up later. Some light-hearted storm stories. But first, I'm going to get into a little bit more of stuff that happened, obviously, about the storm. A little more news stuff. Before I get into that, I want to give a shout-out to everybody out there that yesterday and today was out there getting after it, keeping things going. You know the type of people I'm talking about. First off, plow truck drivers, hello. Y'all are awesome. I don't know how many hours these guys are doing, whether they're doing roads or parking lots. I don't care because I don't want to do it. Do you? Okay, so shout out to plow truck drivers and everybody else. Fuel delivery guys. Anybody run out of fuel during the storm and had to have an emergency? Anybody lose their heat? Who out there had to have a service technician come out during this storm? Or perhaps maybe not in the middle of it, but at least first thing when things got cleared up. Who out there lost their heat and got their heat back up? So thank you to all the techs out there, first responders, right? Doctors, nurses. How about the people out there keeping the coffee flowing? Keeping that hot coffee going. I don't care if it's a fast food place or a mom and pop shop. Hats off to you. And look, I'm not knocking anybody that did not open today. Do not take that as no. The roads were nasty. It all depends on where you are. I'm up in Connecticut. The roads were ish. They were bad. They're still not the greatest. But there was a lot of places that had ice. I don't care how good of a driver you are. Ice wins. Okay? So, keeping that coffee going. Like I said, I'm not knocking anybody that didn't go out there, and get after it. It's all good. I'm just giving a shout out to those who did. Thank you for keeping the roads clear and all that good stuff and that hot coffee. I went out this morning a little while ago, which is also why I have some more funny stories later on. But the coffee I got was hot and it's fresh and it was awesome. And it was not the first place I went to. The first place I went to was closed. Yes, I'm not gonna say the name because, like I said, I'm not trying to throw shade here. I get it. Hats off to the boss or whatever that said, you know what, stay home, stay safe. You got like 2 feet of snow. Yeah, have a snowball fight with your kids. Take your time shoveling. I ain't hating. Just shout out to those who got after. That's awesome. So did you have fun digging out? I know I did not. But because up here in Connecticut, through the search, I did, a search on Grok AI, per my usual. If you've listened before, you know. Anyways, so apparently up here in Connecticut, we've got some of the higher snow totals. Now, I do not have snow totals up in like Vermont, New Hampshire, and all that. So if you are up there, if you are from there, please find me on X at Eric Not Sorry or on Facebook at Eric Unfiltered Podcast and send me either a DM or, just send me a message, man. Let me know. Send me some pictures. I want to see pictures, especially if you're out there sledding, because what's more fun than sledding, dude? I'm an adult. I want to go sledding. So I want to see pictures. What are your snow totals? Are you going skiing and snowboarding? Because I ain't doing that. Hell no. But apparently up here in Connecticut, we got reports of 14 to 20 inches. Giggity. Snow, you perverts. But yeah, apparently we got battered in Connecticut. I know in my area, we probably got about 18. The wind was not helping. There was a while last night, I could see grass on one side of my driveway, and there was 2.5 feet on the other side. And I'm talking a span of what's that? What's a driveway? 6 feet wide? 8? So, okay, we'll say 10 feet. In a span of 10 feet, I had grass and then 2.5 feet of snow. What? I literally, when I woke up this morning, I looked outside. Has anybody seen the movie The Money Pit? It's an older movie from like the late 80s, I think, starring Tom Hanks, and I forget the other chick. She was in Cheers. Whatever. There was a scene when something happened, and he just busted out laughing, like just hysterically. And that was me this morning when I looked outside and I saw the dorsal fin on my car. I couldn't help but stand there and laugh, especially when you find out the more details. Like I said, I'll get into that later. But yeah, up here in Connecticut, we got walloped by 1.5 feet, almost 2 feet of snow. Luckily, because we just had snow up here in Connecticut, the power outages were very minimal. However, where the power outages were significant was where the ice totals had a larger impact, which was a major threat in the southern and mid-southern regions of the country. And some areas, this is no joke, as I covered in my last episode, they were being predicted of having like a quarter to a half an inch of ice, which is absolutely insane on itself. But according to the search I found, some areas got 3/4 of an inch of ice near Little Rock, Arkansas. 3/4 of ice, dude. That's insane. So, of course, because of the ice, that led to widespread power outages. And some of the numbers here, let me see. Widespread power outages exceeding 1 million customers at peak across the U.S., primarily from ice in the South. Example, hundreds of thousands in states like Tennessee and Mississippi. Hopefully that power will be able to get restored relatively quick, because I know there is an Arctic blast that's following this wonderful storm. So I think for me, like, my highs next week are like mid-20s, and like the night is like single digits. It's gross. Winter sucks so hard. So if you are having fun time digging out, just take your time. I don't know where y'all are. My snow where I'm at started off light and fluffy. It is not light and fluffy anymore. That stuff started to pack down. It's getting a little heavy, especially at the end of the driveway. I had 3 feet at the end of my driveway this morning, bro. 3 feet. 3 effing feet of snow. Of wet, heavy. It sucks so hard. So wherever you are, what were your totals? Message me. Like I said, find me on socials. You can send me an email. Let me know. I want pictures. I want videos. I'm curious, especially if it's a beautiful scenic photo. I love that, especially if there's like railroad tracks and shit. Love that stuff. Anyways, so here, well, I'll get into some of the more light stuff here. This storm would not have bothered me nearly as much if yesterday didn't suck so hard. So I went out yesterday, probably, I want to say around 2 o'clock maybe. I had about 10 inches out there already, which was insane. But again, the snow drip, so who knows. Fire up the snowblower, nice. Do my driveway, cool. I go across the street because there's one of my neighbors. She's up there in the years, and she's also a Vietnam veteran. And I always typically make it a point to go and clear her driveway when there's a lot of snow because, duh, it's the neighborly thing to do. So I go over there, take care of that. And my other neighbor next to me, I clear the bottom of his driveway, because of the plow stuff, right? Now, that's great. I love it. I'm having fun. Got my earbuds in. Life's great. And then everything was great until I went to put the snowblower away. Yeah. It's not good when a cable of any kind gets pulled into the auger. Yeah, I already knew that, but I got to see that firsthand yesterday afternoon. Yes, I hate life now because, I think the gearbox is totally boned. Yeah, it runs. It doesn't spin. So, yeah, yesterday afternoon, my 23 or 24-year-old snowblower, it's basically DOA. I bought that when Jody Rell was governor. Yeah, if you don't know who she is, it's because you're too young or you haven't been in the state long enough. Yeah, she was governor way back. 23 years I've had this thing. So, yeah. Then I went to look for my shovel. I can't find my shovel. No, I'm not joking. I can't find it. I looked high and low. It's bright yellow. You would think that even my blind 4 eyes ass would be able to. Nope. It's gone. No idea. Did somebody steal it? Clearly, that's the only logical explanation. It couldn't be that I put it somewhere and forgot. No, that's not possible. Someone stole it. Someone stole my shovel. So, luckily, now this is one thing I preached the other day. Luckily, I have a really cool neighbor, and I messaged him and said, hey, man, my snowblower is kaput, and I can't find my shovel. Can I borrow your shovel? And he goes, yeah, it's on the deck. Just grab it whenever you want. And I was like, dude, how did I get so lucky to have such a cool neighbor? I mean, yeah, okay, I'm borrowing a shovel. You don't think it's a... Are you coming to my house digging the 3 feet of crap out from the bottom? No, you're not. I have to do that, and I'm not doing it with my hands. I have a cool neighbor who's like, yeah, bro, take my shovel. Not only did I do that, I then trekked my ass across the street, shoveled my neighbor's, my elderly neighbor's driveway as well. She was already out there starting, and I'm like, no. This is, no, you can clear off your car. I got the driveway. So as a team, we got it done. And then my awesome neighbor, he was like, I got some rock salt if you want. So I put some of that down. He goes, take as much as you need. I'm like, all right. Took care of my stuff. And then I took care of his because why not? I'm already out there. The steps don't look like they're salted yet. Here you go, man. I got you. Brothers, neighbors helping neighbors. Brothers helping brothers, right? That's what it's about, man. So my back hurts a little bit. My shoulder is killing me. Oh, my goodness. And then, of course, my wallet is killing me because I don't know how much it's going to cost to get that thing fixed. Brutal. But I did get to go out today, briefly. And I saw not the best and brightest among us. I mean, the average person is an idiot. Now you add snow. And, well, you might as well sprinkle in, I don't know, familiar DNA because the IQ level is basically the same. People, if you're going to go drive your car after a snowstorm and you don't clear the snow off of it, I just assume you're an asshole. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Clear your car off. I understand you may be short. They do sell step stools and extending wand brushes. Invest. Think ahead. Plan. It's called planning. If you don't have a plan, okay. But clear your car off. I mean, because what's going to happen? Forget the ticket. I don't want that crap smashing my car and damaging my car or killing me. And I don't want the same for the person driving in the car next to me, and I don't even know who the hell they are. They could be a total jerk. I don't want that happening to them. Clear your car off, moron. My goodness, don't be lazy. Oh, I turned my windshield wipers on. No, you're such a dumbass. God, pull over. Now, speaking of clearing snow, if you are shoveling or using a snowblower to launch snow into the street, you're an asshole. You are a certifiable one at that. Yes, I saw that on my drive this morning. I did. And that was where I got that thought. That guy is it was like an 8-inch high, 18-inch wide stream of snow right across both lanes of the road. Knobbeck Avenue in East Hartford. Yeah, you friggin' schmuck. Unbelievable. Now, granted, he waited for the cars to not go by beforehand. But, dude, what are you doing? Turn the chute to the side. Wow. Crazy. Now, I happened to turn a corner, and I saw exactly what I just said. there was an individual snow blowing the end of their driveway, and their chute was tilted to the side so it would blow the snow into their own grass. Wow, what a concept. Oh, and the person doing it correctly was a woman. Clap, clap, clap. I wanted to turn around and go back to that guy's house and go, "Sir, give me your man card. You have forfeited that today. I'm going to go around the corner and give it to the young lady over there because she has earned it." Now, the third thing that made me smile with rage, just not rage, just with unbelievable shaking my head. I get it. Clearing snow out of your driveway while your car is parked in the driveway may be difficult at times. I get it. I ain't judging. I'm not. I don't know the layout of your driveway. I get it. Sometimes you want to move your car out, especially if there's a lot. It's easier. Fair enough. I've done it. Now, I have not moved my car out of my driveway beforehand. However, if, say, I was at work and there was a lot of snow, I would get home and I'm not going to pull in the driveway. No, I'm going to park in the road and then get my snowblower and take care of things. Except what I do is smart because I'm not an idiot. I saw not only one, I saw 3 certifiable morons within an eighth of a mile on my way home today. Now, these individuals have decided that it is easier to clear the snow from their driveway while their car is parked in the road. Okay, again, fine. But what these depleted intellectuals did was they parked their vehicle on the opposite side of the road, facing the oncoming traffic. So what does that mean, folks? That means the driver door is directly against the side of the road, right? So with all the snow, are you able to get out of the car? No. So what do you need to do? You need to give yourself some space. So that's what these people did. Now, I don't know if you are aware, but when it snows, especially a considerable amount like this, there is not a lot of places the plow drivers can shove this stuff. And I'm not knocking them at all. There's just an abundance of snow. So therefore, the roads get a little narrower. Now, if you park your car 1.5 to 2 feet away from the side of the road in a road that's already narrow, what does that mean, people? It means the road is now impassable because the person operating the motor vehicle is a what? A moron. Correct. I saw 3 people do that today. Unbelievable. What you do, this is what you do. Okay, I'm going to give you some inside baseball if you want to park in the street to clear your driveway. Okay, what you do, follow me here, step by step. Step 1, don't be a dipshit, okay? All right. Step 2, park in the street with the passenger side. That's right, stay in your lane. It's on the right side of the road, okay? We're not England, okay. Put the side of the car, the passenger side, I got to be clear, to the side of the road, the right side. Again, you're staying in the lane as close as you can. Now, I know there's snow there. I already said that. But as close as you can. Your tires will tell you, okay? Okay. If you're at a 45-degree angle, you went a little too far, back up. But you park as close as you can with the right side of your car to the right side of the road. Therefore, when you open the door, you can get out. And you have all that room because you're in the middle of the road. But I know, here's an expert tip for you. Before you open your door, this is very, very important now. You're going to want to look to see if there's a car coming from behind you. Because, you'll be surprised if you weren't aware there was one coming. Yeah, you're in for a surprise. But that's how you do that. And now the road is still narrow, but perhaps passable. You know, in case someone has a heart attack or something silly. Golly, this is society. These people had children. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, folks. I assure you. But damn! At least I know my parents weren't related. I think. All right, I think I'm done recording. I hope I gave you some laughs. You know, unfortunately, I was not laughing yesterday. I was pretty pissed. Yeah, as you can imagine. I'm still not exactly thrilled, but, you know, I have to laugh about it, man. I mean, otherwise, you know, what am I going to do? You know, my car started, so at least, knock on wood. There we go. I don't know if you heard that, but, you know, it is what it is. You know, my power's on. I got ultimately what I truly wanted. My power stayed on. My heat stayed on. So if your power is out, I don't know how you are listening to this. You should probably save your battery until you can charge your phone. But thank you for tuning in. Anyways, if you want to find me, you can catch me on X at Eric Not Sorry and on Facebook at Eric Unfiltered. Usually X, I'm a little more spicy, but you know, check me out on both if you want. You know, I ain't pushy. But if you like this episode, please tell your friends, give it a like, share, and all that stuff. You know, the internet. And until next time, be careful shoveling. Be careful with your back. Don't overdo it. Really, really take it easy. So until next time, be safe and keep being you.